And welcome back to winemastery.co.uk. My name's John Lightfoot. This is
John Murphy.
We're here to tell you about wine, hopefully help you find the wine that you will absolutely love. If not the wine, maybe even the wines. So, this is part one of our 100th episode.
Yep.
Whoa, I mean we've got 300 odd videos up, but this is our 100th episode. So, and before we come back to Beaujolais, because John's allowed me to come back to Beaujolais, because that's where I started. When I started this process, this journey with John, the only wine I could buy and know that I was going to enjoy was Beaujolais. And so I thought, well, let's just bring it back and start at the beginning and just try Beaujolais, and I can compare it with all of the other wonderful wines that I've enjoyed. And I have to say, if you start this journey, it's brilliant, especially if you've got a guide like John, your local retailer or whatever.
Stop that, you'll have me blushing.
But now, you know, when I think of wines, I'm thinking of Pinot Noir, I'm thinking of Malbec and Carmenere, you know, loads of different wines, and immediately my juices start to run, whereas before it would have meant absolutely nothing to me and I wouldn't know whether I was going to like them or not. So,
Yeah, well,
thank you for that, John.
You are more than welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure, and you know, I didn't realise we'd got to this stage, and so it's going to be very, very good, because it's John's coming of age now.
Yeah.
So the Beaujolais is the natural choice, natural thing to go for. So it's gonna be lovely to hear what you've got to say in this video.
Yeah, well, we could start off with a few facts, couldn't we?
We could, and go for it.
Well, I believe that 75% of the Gamay grape, which is what Beaujolais is made from, is actually, comes from the Beaujolais region, the other 25 from the rest of France. After France, the major producers of Gamay are, I believe it's Switzerland next, then I believe it's Canada, then I believe it is Turkey,
okay,
of all places, and then obviously there's a few others around, but I think like 90% of all Gamay is produced in France, I believe.
Just love the way you're talking to me, John.
Well, I'm not 100% sure of the facts, the last time I read about it, and I think there are 7, so you get 3 types of Beaujolais. You get Beaujolais and Nouveau Beaujolais,
yeah,
okay, and then you get Beaujolais Village, okay, which is a little bit better quality, and if you really want to sort of spend the big bucks, then it's Beaujolais Cru, and I believe there's only 7 or 8 Beaujolais Cru.
You know what, John? It's like watching my little child learn how to ride a bike. It is so heartwarming. Oh, it's means so much to me. No, it's absolutely fabulous. But I love this now, because once you do get a little interest for it, you want to find these facts. You want to know more about it, which is exactly what you've done. Yeah. And I couldn't be more proud.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's all down to you. Thank you. I appreciate you taking me on this journey. Really enjoy it. And the other thing is that I think that is great about it. One of the things that I hoped that we were going to be able to do with this training course on YouTube was that it would help you go into a restaurant or into a shop and choose a wine that you were going to enjoy. And one of the things that soon came out was that actually it's not that easy, because different grapes, the same grape in a vineyard only a few yards away almost, gives you complete different taste. Yeah. And then you add into that the problem that the vintage, the different year and the weather has effect. Yeah. So it's very, very difficult. But that for me originally was the barrier in terms of, it stopped me enjoying wine, because I just didn't know where I was. And now actually it's part of the pleasure, because actually experimenting and finding out and comparing things is so much fun, and I think that's
it's a hobby as well. It's almost like a hobby, because you're interested, because you might have had the 2017 or whatever it was, and then you might think, I wonder if the 2016 is any better or not, and in your mind being able to know and have that little taste and think, that is a bit better in my opinion. It's quite a nice feeling. And
I think the thing you've taught me, because before I used to think that there was just one taste to wine, so I'd go and drink a Shiraz and think that I had to identify with one taste, but what gets you past that, I believe, is what you've taught me, and that's to taste the fruits. So the plum or the cherry or whatever may be in the wine, taste those, and actually forget trying to say this tastes like a Shiraz. I mean, John can. I can't do that still, but I am beginning to be able to identify the different flavours in the wine, which is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Good. Well, enough about us. Let's get to the wine, eh?
I know. Well, yes, we are on Beaujolais, aren't we?
We are.
So the first one we've selected, or John, you selected this because it was your baby.
Yeah.
We don't know where it's from, but they were the usual.
Marks and Spencer's, I believe.
Is it Marks and Spencer's? Yep, there'll be the usual bottle is there, a bit there, so John will show you that. So 2016 Beaujolais, so let us have a go. Yours is just...
You were saying that normally you'd suggest drinking it in the year.
Yeah, with the Beaujolais,
Within 12 months, so actually you would have said drunk it, we were actually filming this in January 2018.
Yeah.
So you would have suggested drinking this a little bit before, actually.
Yeah, because the Beaujolais do tend to be drunk young. Most of them, as John said, within the year, ideally. I mean, Beaujolais Nouveau, I mean, that's almost just a month or something, isn't it? Yeah, which is a bit keen. But we'll probably do Beaujolais Nouveau in another video.
Yes.
we should do that, Beaujolais Nouveau.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so our first one, where did I put mine?
Oh, yes. Well, I guess the first thing is very light. Very light in colour.
Yeah, you can see straight through that, but it looks, you can see, what's thin, that's the wrong word, but it is quite thin, because you can see straight through there, it's translucent, but it looks fresh.
Yeah, and it does, there's nothing wrong in it being thin in terms of, if you're talking white wines, very thin, but they can taste beautiful, so absolutely no...
I have no doubt this one as well. It's just got that vibrant red in there, there's no real purple in there.
No, you can't get your ring in there.
No, I cannot. Enough about that, but we'll just started. So let's have a go on nose.
Okay. For me, I don't know what it's because I used to like Beaujolais, and I was used to, and that's what I drank most. I could just I immediately sell that as Beaujolais, but I find them, because I associate Beaujolais, finding out, making my mind think. So what is that? What is that breakdown of smells?
For me, I find in there it's quite strawberry, or like a red.
Okay, yeah.
Red berry will be the most predominant in there. There's on the end there. There's the cherry is in there as well, which again you would want from your Beaujolais. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
Yeah. That is exactly what I'd expect from Beaujolais. Again, that's for me. The strawberry comes through, and those red berries again come through as the predominant flavour. Very, very light, very easy. I mean, we're in the cellar here, and this has, it's not as warm as we usually have a red wine. It's not chilled by any stretch of the imagination, but it does suit it. I mean, they do say that you can chill a Beaujolais anyway, but it's not harming it in any way, shape, or form. But for me, I find Beaujolais are always very, very light and thin. I'll say the word thin, but I don't mean that in a bad way, because it is the style.
More in a refreshing way.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, you could imagine you could drink this on its own, and I mean, in terms of heavy taste, you really wouldn't want to get into a heavy meal with this, would you?
No, I didn't.
Tasty meal.
No, it would kill the wine completely. So then you just could could keep going. I mean, this isn't a bad thing as well, because that for me I could just keep going and going at. Yeah. You know what I mean? Very, very easy drinking. The only thing that would prevent me from that is the ratio of the tannins in that is quite high. It's quite a dry edge, which again a lot of people do like. For me, I would want a bigger wine, to necessitate such tannins, because they are
to balance it.
Yeah, for me it's quite big on the tannins, but there's nothing wrong with that at all.
But I guess we are, as we said earlier, there are three sort of grades of Beaujolais. There's Beaujolais, then there's Beaujolais Village and Beaujolais Cru. This is just Beaujolais, so it's almost meant to be and table wine and everyday drinking wine, which I think hits the spot, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not pretentious anyway. Just a nice taste.
If that's the bracket it's in, that is a perfect Beaujolais.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't, because as we've just said, I bought these a while back, 2016 being the I'm not sure when I bought it, but certainly a while back, so I haven't got the price of them to hand. So let's just score it on what we think. I mean,
Well, what I personally, as a Beaujolais, as a table wine, 8 to 10 quid ish. I'll put that in that bracket. There's quite a broad bracket, but I'd say that. So let's just say, for argument's sake, for the scoring, we paid £8 for it then. Because that's fair then.
Yeah.
And if I paid £8, on a personal level, for me, I'm not a massive, not a huge fan. It's a mood thing, as we've said many times. I do prefer something a little bit more complex, a little bit more that I can get into there. So on a personal level, I would score that probably, for me, around 75. But as a Beaujolais does what it says on the tin at £8, I think it is a very good Beaujolais does what it says on the tin for £8. So I'd have to give that a higher score.
I didn't know they sold it in tins.
No, they don't. But I describe like some wines, you know, it does what it says on the tin. You know exactly what to expect, and that is exactly what we expected, exactly what we got. So in that respect, it is a very good Beaujolais. So it would then would deserve a higher score. But on a personal level, for me, I say 75 because I'm not a massive fan.
I still enjoy Beaujolais, and for me, is as you say, it does what it says on the tin. It's what I expected. I'm not disappointed in it at all. So you know, it's not gone beyond where I expected it to be.
No.
So for that reason, I'd say 78.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting, and now when we're coming around to this again, Beaujolais was your favourite.
Yeah. Is it my favourite anymore? Is that what you were about to ask?
No, was I going to ask that? No, maybe at the end.
Okay.
But I was thinking because you've scored many more grapes at a much higher score you've given them.
Yeah.
Which would, you know, in turn mean that you do like other wines more.
Yes.
Oh, is that?
It is because you've taught me to appreciate. You know, it's not just the one hit wonders, which I think that sounds very unfair to this. It does with something, but there are more complicated, more sophisticated wines. Complex, I think is the word you use, which actually, you know, the tastes change in your mouth and they go on for longer, and so they obviously deserve a higher score than this.
Yeah.
But I'm very pleased with this. I think it's lovely.
Yeah, that's fair dues. Okay.
Well, we'll see. We're going to try another one in part 2. See how that compares with this. We'll see you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.